Is exclusive to NDTV Profit. We are learning from sources that the Dubai-based Emirates NBD is set to acquire a controlling stake in RBL Bank. The lender now is likely to buy around 60% stake for roughly $3 billion. And that is an announcement, an official announcement to this. We're expecting soon. But let's find out more from our banking editor. Vishwanath Nair is joining us on the phone line. Vishy, this is, of course, exclusive to us and we're waiting for an official announcement, but it is a big deal in the banking sector. Tell us what we know about this deal so far, about Emirates NBD acquiring this controlling stake in RBL Bank.
Right, Vikram, so this is quite a big deal. You know, you've got a foreign lender coming in and buying an Indian private sector bank. That's something of a novelty in India. This does not normally happen. What happened back in 2019 was DBS Bank India had acquired a controlling stake in Lakshmi Vilas Bank. However, that was a deal that was actually supported by the Reserve Bank of India because Lakshmi Vilas Bank was under stress. So forget about that for now. This is a pure equity deal. $3 billion worth of equity is going to be infused into RBL Bank, and that is why Emirates NBD will end up controlling nearly 60% equity stake in RBL Bank. Apart from this transaction will happen through the Indian subsidiary of Emirates NBD. Remember, only recently the Reserve Bank of India had given Emirates NBD license to start a wholly owned subsidiary in India. So this will be done through the subsidiary. Once the transaction is completed, both these entities will be merged and RBL Bank will become the subsidiary of Emirates NBD in India. So while the clients can continue as is at RBL Bank and RBL Bank can continue doing the business that it has been doing, what it will also do is NRI business will also do cross-border transactions, cross-border trade and financing large corporates abroad. So that is something that Emirates NBD will help RBL Bank in developing as part of this transaction, Vikram.
So I understand this deal is likely to be entirely on a fresh equity issuance basis, Vishy. So I just want to understand if RBL's capital position, now that is going to get further strengthened, their position, because of this kind of move, this kind of infusion, since it's only fresh equity issuance and not secondary sale?
Yes, Vikram, so that is correct. So this is going to be fresh equity issuance, and all of this money will end up in RBL Bank's capital adequacy ratio. So that's a sizable investment. So if you look at the current currency conversion, $3 billion is worth roughly about 26,500 crores. So that is the amount of equity that will be infused into RBL Bank. As far as the Reserve Bank of India is concerned, what we know from sources is that the RBI is actually fine with the deal as long as Emirates NBD maintains a 26% voting right cap that applies on private banks. So anybody can own whatever amount of stake in a private bank in India as long as their voting rights are capped at 26%. 26% ensures that they are no other proposal is approved without the promoter's say so. So that gives them enough power. What we also understand from sources, the way Emirates NBD is reviewing this deal, essentially they believe that because of the dispersed shareholding at RBL Bank, the wide number of shareholders on RBL Bank's shareholder cap table, this kind of transaction will actually help them still exercise that majority control in RBL Bank, even though their voting rights are capped. So that is a major sort of move because Emirates NBD has been known to only chase deals where they can have majority control in banks. Remember that we reported this earlier, that they were interested in buying IDBI Bank, but it looks like that transaction may not work out because there the government as well as LIC own a large block of shares. So in RBL Bank's case, there is a massive number of shareholders who own a dispersed level of shareholding in RBL Bank, and therefore they are confident that even with a 26% voting cap, they can exercise their majority control.
Indeed, and of course, it like you pointed out as well, they have a wholly owned Indian subsidiary, which makes perhaps the entire process, getting RBI approvals, etc., smoother. Vishwanath Nair reporting, of course, on this important news piece, which is, of course, a big one for the banking sector as well, and something that we'll be tracking very closely about Emirates NBD's big India push. We're looking at their interest in picking up stake in RBL Bank. Meanwhile, we're